Today we are going on one of the famous pink Jeep tours driving around Sedona. This is going to be a simple, easy 2-hour tour, not going up steep hills and down steep hills, but pretty level. That way I keep my spine in order. Alright, waiting for my Jeep. And here we are. We're about ready to get our Jeep. And this is it, the 108. And here we go.
Sedona Red Rocks. Take a look up to the right here against the skyline. You're going to see a balanced rock. It's about 5 times wider across the middle than it is on the base where it's connected. All this strata is sedimentary rock. Sedimentary layers are much more brittle and porous than
We are off-road now.
Produce one significant 7 years. If the tree gets drought shocked, it might not produce again for as much as 14 years. Whenever it does produce, there will always be competition. Chipmunks and brown squirrels, ravens and scrub jays, and a little species of weevil all want these nuts. Now, of course, those who are familiar with the deep south might be thinking the cotton weevil that did so much damage down off the Mogill Rim. Coming down a canyon, you can actually see from the waiting area. There are things like a canyon called Bear Wallow Canyon. There's a road that comes down Bear Wallow. It's called Schnebly Hill Road. Go ahead and say it. You know you want to. It's fun. Schnebly. If I had a schnauzer, I'd name him Schnebly. So Dr. Blakey's driving down Schnebly Hill Road through Bear Wallow Canyon. Also found in the Mideast, like the prickly pear cactus, or this one on our immediate right here, commonly called Jerusalem thorn. It's the plant the Romans like to use to make the crowns they put on their political prisoners.
Ooh.
All right, so Dr. Blakey is, all right, I'm going to look into this, but he doesn't have the time, but a friend of mine, Wayne Raney, at that time was a master's degree candidate at NAU, mentoring under Dr. Blakey in the geology program, intent on completing his master's and then going to Cal Poly to get his doctorate. And Wayne's a real go-getter. Wrapped up his master's thesis early. Dr. Blakey says, well, then that means you've got extra free time before you have to go to California. And until such time as I can finish reviewing and sign off on your thesis, technically you are still mine. She says, I've got another assignment for you. I want you to go back down to the Verde and gather up samples of the different types of red rock and bring them up here to the lab so we can study them under the microscope. A completely different body of water. It was further away from here. Because it was further away from here, even though its tides came through here every day like a tsunami, leveling everything about 50 miles inland off the shore. This is why today we see these horizontal lines of red rocks. Schools. But they had to learn from him what name he had given this new layer. It's a pretty nice photo op, by the way.
Yes.
And because the discoverer always names the new layer. It's the general practice in geology. And the general practice is name it after the place where you did the work on it. So that Hermit Red, for example, that's named for a specific area up in the Grand Canyon. Hermit Canyon and Hermit Creek. Much of Dr. Blakey's work had been focused over there, and without this tiny amount of rust, all the rock layers here would be buff colored like the upper layers. So as you might expect, the Sedona Chamber of Commerce, those of us who support our families through tourism, are pretty happy about the rusting. Pretty safe bet that far fewer people would travel any distance to come see the famous buff colored cliffs of Sedona.
Anything about petroglyphs or fossils, either one?
Well, a lot of people ask about that when they learn that the red layers were shore areas, but the shore is only underwater part of the day when the tide is in. And fossils tend to be more of a deep water occurrence. So the only real fossils that are in the red layers tend to be plant roots. But we will get the immunity to it that even the oils from the leaves touching their skin can create a neurological reaction. I once saw a guy completely paralyzed and unable to speak anymore after going around chewing the leaves all day. And a neuroscientist or a neurosurgeon I had on board many years later said, Mike, if he didn't die, he'd be no different today than the last day he saw him like that. All the canyons along the rim here are eroded fault lines or stress fractures. So right here, this is, go ahead and get that shot. Get it? Just the first 20 years of Anglos living in the valley. When I first came here,
A different Jeep tour where the people have gotten out to take a short hike.
5 or 6 cows. On the shop route.
I think we're heading back now.
That feature, by the way, that's called keyhole crack.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So these cows step out into the middle of the trail, and this lady goes, "Oh my God, what are those beasts?"
Hmm?
I said, "Around here, ma'am, we call them cows." Are they wild? Are they dangerous?
Oh.
Well, no, ma'am. They're leasing out a grazing allotment here in the national forest at 60 acres per head. Well, how many cows in a head? All right, so.
Well, we have driven to another hilltop in the Pink Jeep Tour, and we're allowed to get out and wander around for some photo ops. It's a beautiful day and beautiful vista. I tell you, if you do take what's called a level or an easy tour, think twice about whether you sit in the back seat or not. These 2 seats in the back, I'm sitting in one of them. We're talking a bumpy ride. I'm glad we're taking a break. I guess we would be on a mesa up here. Well, we finished our Pink Jeep tour this morning, and now after a great lunch at the Javelina Cantina, we are headed to the Church of the Holy Cross to check it out. And there it is.
The house across the street is
We
just as
open now.
cool.
So if you do park your car way down here, the Church of the Holy Cross does have a shuttle service, and it looks like we're going to park our car way down here. And there she is. We may wait for a shuttle or we may walk.
Australia.
Wow.
That's amazing. I've had people from Madrid, Spain, Portugal,
My goodness. That's surprising.
and of course Canadians, a lot of Canadians.
And what is your name?
Henry,
This is Henry, so the shuttle master.
shuttle master. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I was talking to my wife last night. I said, can you imagine the people that live here and they go for a walk or walk their dogs and see this all day, every
Yeah.
day?
Do they have church services here?
It's no longer a full-time church. We don't do services on the weekends, but yes, we do services on Wednesdays and Fridays. But unfortunately, the service today got canceled. One of the priests couldn't make it,
Oh,
so they're having one Friday, and they do weddings here, which are beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And if you want to look to your left, ma'am, and to our right, see those two tall rock formations up there?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
We call them the praying hands.
Aw.
They look like two hands coming together.
yes, they do.
Okay, now look to the left of the praying hands, the small one in the middle.
Yes.
The lady that built this chapel, she called that the Madonna holding the baby Jesus.
Oh, my
I can
goodness.
see
It
that.
looks like a mother and child.
I could see that.
Marguerite Brunswick Stallet from New York City had this chapel built in 1956.
Wow.
And the Madonna and baby Jesus, one of the reasons she picked this location. After coming here from New York, because they wouldn't let her build it in New York. Oh. And then she even went to LA to try and build it, and they said no also. And then thank goodness she came to Sedona in the 50s. And there was nothing here but a little bitty country town.
It
All
certainly
dirt
is.
roads, yeah.
It certainly.
Frank Lloyd Wright is.
Yes, I do.
He designed this chapel.
I thought it had a lot of that
His
look
touch?
to it. Yes.
Yeah, his eldest son, Lloyd Wright, was friends with Marguerite. That's how
Wow.
they got involved to design this, yeah.
Well, thank you, sir. So after our nice shuttle ride, we get to walk this serpentine walkway, which is beautiful in itself. Admission is free.
Not yet until we get to the
Oh, what a view. Oh my. Oh my. This was worth the drive up here. Look at this mansion down here.
Definitely, and you could do Tuesday group and Jerome the same day. All right. God bless.
Yeah, we're making a vacation out of it. So we're not gonna hang around at meetings. Take pictures inside too. Okay, take pictures inside.
Thank you. Thank you. if you stand in this spot where the footprints are, supposedly Jesus is staring right down on you.
This is a wonderful reminder that He is always with you, has not forgotten about you, and loves you. I am with you always to the very end of the age. Matthew 28:20.
Amen. And they do have a gift shop. Here we return to the sunlight. Well, that was nice.
Probably has a lot of houses. Yeah.
And there, in the distance, is the iconic Bell Rock. I'm glad I came here. It was different. Now that's amazing. That tree growing right out of the rock. This guy standing on the ledge instead of where he's supposed to be is an example of why women live longer.